Hey classmates, my name is Jordan Knapp and I'm a return ASU student after having been out of academia for 15-ish years. Um, I received my undergrad in supply chain management from ASU in '04, but I've spent the last 12 years at home raising my kids, and it's really been these last years that have driven my passion to become an educator. Reflecting on my own early literacy experiences, I mostly remember my parents reading to and with me and reinforcing the idea really that any time spent reading is time well spent. And my mom still has my earliest drawings and attempts at writing. Um, and I remember I would proudly present them each time, kind of a variation of the same drawing. But I also had an incredible first grade teacher who would play reading games I always looked forward to. And one reading game in particular involved her handing out goldfish crackers. And every time she said fish in one of the stories, we would get to eat a goldfish. And as the books became more familiar to us, she would have student volunteers read or at least recite the book, and the classmates would get to eat the goldfish on cue. And it really was just, I remember it being an empowering opportunity to read or at least recite from memory a few books to the class and kind of be an orchestrator of the game. Uh, I went to visit my first grade teacher when I was 16, so 10 years later, and she showed me a travel guide writing project that I had created when I was in her class. And I found out that she had used it every year as an example. So that was pretty special. Playing school at home with all of my dolls was my favorite pastime. And I would set them all up in a circle and conduct story time or teach writing letters or whatever subject. But I'm 39 now, so that was a while ago. And like I said, I have three kids. And the first 5 years of motherhood, in kind of a desperation to gather all knowledge that would help me on my journey, my reading list was pretty much whittled down to parenting books only. And so many of them I remember touching on the role of language and the importance of responsiveness and narrating activities when they're younger, reading, of course, and the importance of incorporating varied and complex vocabulary early. They're now ages 8, 11, and 12, and the differences and similarities in their literacy development and the experiences we shared that has shaped their trajectory will give me valuable context as I set out to be the most effective teacher of reading and writing that I can be. Looking forward to this course and getting to know you all. Thanks.